My cancer journey began 7.5 years ago. I was just feeling some discomfort and fatigue, and I went to my primary care physician, and something came back abnormal with my pancreas. And it was determined then that I had stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I had to ask him the hardest question of my life: how long do I have? Basically, I was told to get my affairs in order, that I had 2 to 11 months to live. There was a tremendous amount to take in. When we left, my wife and my sister, myself got in the car, and we all broke down. My sister said, "This is not gonna happen to you. We're gonna do it. We're gonna fight this." My primary care physician said, "I want you to go see Dr. Pavi."
I found out that I had breast cancer in April of 2024. I was scared. It was so many thoughts running through my head. I was really scared for my daughter. It was just really hard taking that information in. But every day, I just started praying, kept my faith, and it kind of smoothed it over a little bit. The first time I walked into the cancer center, I was nervous. My hands were sweating. I just didn't know what to think at first. It was just so many thoughts going through my head. I met Dr. Bourgeois in April of 2024. And that's when she was telling me that I had to do chemo to see if it would shrink the tumor. I did 6 months of chemo. McLeod was amazing, from the staff, from the treatments, from the nurses, just making me feel comfortable all the way around. I wouldn't go to nowhere else but McLeod.
McLeod is where I chose to go for my treatment. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. Dr. Pavi is a master of one. I want to go to the master of one for my treatment. He asked me why was I there. He knew why I was there. He wanted me to say it, that I had stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And he told me up front, there's no cure. He said, we're here for quality of life and longevity. And that suits me fine.
The nurses was absolutely wonderful. They were sweet. They would come and talk to me. They would offer me a drink to try to keep me from getting nauseous. She hold my hand. She would give me hugs. She would always tell me, always ask questions. There's never a dumb question, so it don't matter how it sounds. That's what I'm here for, to help you out, to make it more easier for you.
The quality of care that I get is not only from Dr. Pavi, it's from his staff, it's from the people checking me in, radiation, infusion. They all have been great. They seem to care about my case, and they do care. That's why they are where they are.
Before I got diagnosed with breast cancer, me and my husband Damon and my daughter Demaja would take lots of trips, and we would just get on the road and just drive and just have fun. I worked at a warehouse. I was a packing coordinator where we pack and ship orders out to the customers. They fired me while I was on leave. But I called up there in October before my surgery, and I needed some check stubs. And that's when she told me. And I was like, when was y'all gonna tell me about it? And she was just like, she didn't know anything. That's all she could tell me. I was out of work. I didn't have no type of insurance or anything to get my treatments. My husband, he was only one income. I had a daughter going to school, the bills. It was just so hard. So she helped me with, trying to find Medicaid so I can get my treatments.
My experience at the McLeod Cancer Center has been a positive thing for me. It's helped me to learn what other people are going through. There are a lot of people out there that need gas cards or food or help with the rent, to worry about having your lights turned off or not having something to eat is not something that they need to worry about right now. Cancer is bad enough. They need help And the Hope Fund can provide some of that help. But the only way it can provide that help is through donations, the generosity of others.
Sarah Beth from the Hope program, she just put herself in my shoes. We were around the same age, married. Her kids are the same age as my daughter, and she just kind of sympathized with what I had going on because she was like, that could have been me in, where you're sitting. And from then on, she just was so helpful. She said, girl, you would come in here with your head up high, smiling. And she said, I like that about you, and that's why I can relate to you. And she helped me and my husband mortgage. She brought me a gift bag. It had books. It had a coupon to get a wig. Debbie was nice. She was helpful. She told me to try to stick within the price range so I wouldn't have to come up out of pocket. And also, Christmas, they donate a whole bunch of stuff to my daughter. And man, when I tell you that morning of, they seemed like they had everything and more. To the donors, I would say thank you a million times, because by her helping us with our mortgage, that was such an ease, because we didn't know how, because he was taking me to my doctor's appointment, he was missing work, and that just made it so much easier for him to catch back up on the bills. And I would just want to tell them thank you for all that they're doing to help with this program. Just never give up. Just stay positive, because it could save your life.
I've had this cancer for almost 7.5 years now. Stage 4, the worst news you could get. I've had 2 grandchildren since then, 2 girls. They love their poppy. Of course, I love them. So I had something to fight for. 7.5 years is a miracle. I realize that, and I'm grateful and thankful every day.